Hello, everyone, and welcome back for Season 2 of the Wellness on Purpose podcast. Here at the Wellness on Purpose podcast, we appreciate that there is no linear path along one's wellness journey and understand how easy it can be to get caught up in the latest health trends found on social media. Our intention is to provide you with impactful, educational, and realistic information to help you progress on your journey to live wellness on purpose now and for future generations. For the launch of Season 2, our host and nutritionist Marissa Laughlin will be offering you guidance through the Back to Basics series, in which she will cover topics such as digestion, sleep, stress, and balanced nutrition. If you are ready to progress on your journey, stay here and take notes. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Marissa here, bringing you part 4 of the Back to the Basics series. A quick recap of this series: I spoke to you in earlier episodes about digestion, stress, sleep, and today I want to talk to you guys about balanced nutrition. On this episode, I'm going to dive into the core nutrients that are really important for you to consume on a regular basis, as well as sharing the top nutritionist-approved diet that I recommend for everyone to follow. So without further ado, let's talk about the first and most important core nutrient: hydration. Consuming enough water is really one of the most underutilized recommendations that I give as a nutritionist. People think it's just such a simple thing to do or not do, but it really is one of the most important pieces to your nutrition because we use water for every single bodily function. And in order for our bodies to operate optimally, it needs to be hydrated. It's important to make sure that you're consuming 1.5 to 3 liters of clean, pure, and fresh water every single day. If you do consume dehydrating beverages that contain caffeine or are physically active or have a physically active job, you would be aiming more for the 3-liter mark. Some quick and easy tips that you can include on your daily routine to increase your hydration is to start every morning off with a tall glass of room temperature water. In the morning, some people like to add in other things such as lemon, lime, apple cider vinegar, honey. Sometimes they like to have it warm. But really, if you just pour a glass of water, leave it by your bedside, and drink it first thing in the morning, that's a great way to get at least 500 milliliters into your daily routine right off the bat. Another suggestion would be drinking caffeine-free herbal teas to increase your water intake. So this might be mid-afternoon or in the evening, drinking herbal teas such as peppermint, lavender, chamomile, that are all very soothing for the digestive system. And thirdly, infuse your water with fresh fruit and herbs. So strawberries, blueberries, pineapples, mint leaves, or even cucumbers if you'd like. It's a great way to flavor your water without adding a bunch of sugar. It's also visually appealing, and there's a connection between seeing something that looks pretty and consuming it. So add that to your water and see what that does for your intake. Next up, let's talk about healthy fats. So healthy fats are fats that are minimally processed or in its whole food state. There are 3 different types of healthy dietary fats. There's saturated fats, which come from animal fats, monounsaturated fats, which come from oils, nuts, avocados, and polyunsaturated fats, which come from flax and fish, which are omega-3s, and seed oils like sunflower seeds, which is omega-6. We need healthy fats to support so many bodily functions. It supports metabolism, cell-to-cell communication, it boosts our immunity, supports hormone secretion, enhances cognitive abilities, and helps with the absorption of other vital nutrients such as vitamin A and vitamin D. It also helps to support the cardiovascular health, manage skin issues such as eczema and psoriasis, mental disorders such as depression and anxiety, reduce inflammation, and help with weight management. Having enough healthy fats at every single meal will also help to keep you full between meals and curb cravings. Great sources of healthy fats are avocados, avocado oils, olives, olive oil, flax, coconut flakes, coconut oil or coconut butter, nuts and seeds in a whole or ground form, hemp hearts, dairy-free milk alternatives such as coconut, hemp, or almond, ghee and butter, eggs, tofu, dairy or goat milk products such as cheese and eggs, wild fish, salmon, tuna, all of the goods. I recommend trying to consume a healthy fat at every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The next core nutrient that I want to talk about is protein. If you were to ask me any question that is the secret answer to helping with anything nutrition related, the answer for me is always make sure you have enough protein in your diet. Whether it's weight loss, weight gain, or sustaining your weight, whether it's hormone secretion, mood irregularities, it doesn't matter what it is, protein is so important to help regulate every single bodily function. So what is protein? Proteins are organic molecules that are made up of amino acids, which are the building blocks of life. There are two forms of amino acids. There is non-essential amino acids, which is the ones that our bodies are able to make on their own. And then there's essential amino acids, which we cannot manufacture on our own, so we must get these from our diet. Our body requires protein for literally every single bodily function. Protein is necessary for the production of enzymes, hormones, antibodies, neurotransmitters, and it also helps to replace any worn out cells, support growth and repair in tissues, muscles, ligaments, tendons, and organs. There are different sources of protein. There's animal protein and plant protein. So animal protein sources would be examples like chicken, beef, pork, bison, wild game, turkey, wild fish. And vegetarian sources would be beans, legumes, lentils, quinoa, brown rice, black rice, wild rice, white rice, millet, amaranth, teff, oats, buckwheat, tofu, eggs, nuts and seeds in their whole or butter form, as well as dairy or goat products such as cheese, yogurt, and kefir. As I mentioned, this is one of the most important core nutrients, so you must consume this at every single meal, whether it is meat-based or plant-based. The next important nutrient that I want to highlight is fiber. Fiber is your best friend. It's a structure found in food that helps build plant molecules and contains 0 calories. It isn't actually digested or absorbed by the body, but rather passes through the digestive system to absorb toxins, bad bacteria, excess fat, waste, and cholesterol particles. This process helps to improve digestion, detoxification, and improve our heart health. There are 2 types of fiber. Soluble fiber, which dissolves in water and forms a gel-like consistency through the digestive system. Sources of soluble fiber are legumes, oats, nuts and seeds, apples, and leafy greens. And the second form of fiber is insoluble fiber. This actually helps to bulk up the stool and help to bind to waste in the body to remove it, such as cholesterol and toxicity. Sources of insoluble fiber would be skins of the fruits and different types of grains. Overall, it's important to consume a variety of both soluble and insoluble fiber, and you can get these sources from figs, coconuts, artichokes, squash like spaghetti squash, acorn squash, or butternut squash, berries, leafy greens, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp hearts, psyllium husks, inulin, nuts and seeds, avocados, peas, lentils, chickpeas, different types of beans, rice, quinoa, millet, amaranth, and oats. As I mentioned, this is another important core nutrient, so make sure you're consuming some type of fiber at every single meal. And the last nutrient that I want to talk to you guys about is antioxidants. So antioxidants are food that are rich in color. So basically anything that has a bright, vibrant color to it contains antioxidants. Antioxidant-rich foods are essential to protect against skin damage, lower levels of inflammation, and reduce free radical damage in the body. Sources of antioxidants are strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, red cabbage, green cabbage, leafy greens, green apples, red apples, kiwi, papayas, basically anything with a vibrant color. When they say eat the rainbow, what they're really meaning is eat a variety of bright colored foods to help increase your antioxidants consumption. All right, it's time for the truth. As a nutritionist, I obviously see many different diets being promoted through social media platforms that are targeted towards specific goals. So for an example, ketogenic is a huge trend right now for weight loss. We also have veganism, which is a huge global movement to help with sustainability and impacting our environment. Paleo, you'd find that in a more athletic situation, and so on and so on. There are many different diets on the market, but the one thing that I can say that works for absolutely everybody is whatever fits your lifestyle. There is no secret diet. There is no secret word that describes a diet. There is no secret answer that fits every single person's needs based on their goals, because you're all unique. You all secrete different hormones. You all have different lifestyle factors. You all have different personality traits and activity levels. You have different jobs. Every single one of you lives a different lifestyle. Even if it looks the same as somebody else's lifestyle on the outside, it's not the same on the inside. So my biggest tip as a nutritionist is finding something that is sustainable. Let me repeat that, that's sustainable for your lifestyle. What diet are you dedicated to living as a lifestyle for the rest of your life? If you think living a keto lifestyle is sustainable, then that's the best diet that's suited for you. If you think that eating a vegetarian or more of a plant-based vegan diet is sustainable, it's environmentally friendly, and you feel amazing following that diet, then that diet's for you. If you're somebody who feels that they are thriving without grains in their diet, limiting processed food, and prefer a more paleo diet, then that's the diet for you. But it doesn't matter what your neighbor or your best friend or the lady at the gym is doing. It really comes down to what is sustainable for you based on your lifestyle habits, based on your activity level, your energy, the amount of times during the day that you can eat, the time and dedication that you're going to take to preparing specific meals. If you're somebody who hates to cook, it might be more challenging for you to have a vegetarian diet when you have to make more food from scratch. So I feel like if you've made it this far, you were really hoping for the magic answer. But I really can't stress enough that you need to find something that is sustainable for you. And it's really helpful to find that sustainability by sometimes, trying the different diets, seeing where you feel your best, seeing what you're happy cooking and how much time you're allotting to preparing for your food. It, again, is completely dependent on your age, your lifestyle, your hormones, your activity levels, and the certain types of food that you do like to consume. At the end of the day, you've got to be happy and healthy with your food choices and not depressed or deprived or frustrated with your food, because regardless of what diet you're on, if those are the emotions that you're having, you're not going to see the results you're expecting from following this specific diet. If you want support and figuring out what is the best diet for you to follow, that's when you can work with a professional to help you figure out what that is. So myself as a nutritionist, or a naturopath, or your doctor, or somebody else that can help guide you through what exactly each diet entails and to figure out if it's suitable to your lifestyle habits. So that's my secret. That's all I have for you. And if you're just starting your wellness journey and trying to make changes to your dietary habits, the first things you can focus on is making sure that you're eating a balanced nutritionist meals by including protein, fats, fiber, and antioxidants, as well as hydration into your routine at every single meal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this 4-part Back to the Basics series. It's been such a pleasure to be here as your host and to give you guys some insight on some healthy habits from a holistic perspective. That's it from me for now. I'll be back next week with a special guest. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share on social media that you're listening to the Wellness on Purpose podcast.